Hey everybody, I'm Jeff Dennis, the executive chef here at Bar Hop BrewCo, 137 Peter Street, downtown Toronto. Today we're going to talk about burgers. So what we got here is a 7-ounce burger, and I'm going to throw it on the flat top, and we're going to talk about what we do here at BrewCo to provide just a delicious burger. So first things first, we're going to throw this guy on the grill. On the flat top grill, we're gonna just butter it up just a little bit here, and once this thing is on and seasoned with salt and pepper, I'll talk to you about what we do here. All right, so just over there we got this guy here. We're gonna press it down and hold it for 10 seconds. I'm gonna count to 10. Where am I at? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what we're going to do here, by pressing this burger down, we're going to ensure that there is just a whole, it's going to sear really nicely. And what that sear does on the flat top is it locks in a lot of moisture. So all the natural fats and juices and all that stuff in the burger, it's going to just lock right back inside the burger. We're not going to lose moisture, and we're not going to let it dry out and so forth. In the meantime, I'm just going to talk to you about the grind of the burger and all that stuff. Our friends at the butcher shop, they've developed, there's the burger back there somewhere. Here I am. Okay, great. Maybe I go like that, and okay, the burger's in the background. Great. So we've developed a grind for this burger that is going to provide a really good chew, really good moisture, and good texture while you're eating it. The grind is 50% brisket, 25% chuck, 25% hanger steak. And what that grind's really going to do is when you're eating it, it's going to have really good chew. You're going to have really good resistance in your mouth, and you're going to have a really good mouthfeel while you're chewing and ingesting that beautiful burger. The whole idea behind it is it's going to be really moist and really tasty and flavorful. So in the meantime, we're going to talk about all the accoutrements that we're going to serve with this burger. We're going to prepare the Hogtowner. It's one of our top sellers here at the pub, and it's basically a nod to the peanut sandwich that you can get at St. Lawrence Market. If you've ever been to St. Lawrence Market before, you go to that peanut sandwich shop, and you get these really thick cut pieces of peanut with some cheese on a really soft bun. So I've kind of modified the spirit of that and turned it into a burger. So just over here we got all the accoutrements. We got some cheese, we got some pork loin, we've got some crispy onions, some lettuce, tomato, and some Ace Bakery buns. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to warm up a bun. Our friends at Ace Bakery produce a really excellent soft but flavorful, and it holds together. So what we're going to do here is we're going to butter it up and get it nice and warm on the flat top. This is really exciting TV right here, watching me do that. Anyway, I'm not a really great cameraman, but that's okay. Here we are. We're gonna get this nice and warm on the grill. But I do want to talk about a little bit about what's happening in the world right now, specifically here in Toronto. We're all experiencing elements of self-isolation and quarantine and so forth. So we're just trying to provide a little bit of, information about what happens in restaurants when you're not around. So for us, we're staying open, and we're providing takeout and delivery services to our guests in the city. So I'm going to talk about some of the dishes that are going to be available to you should you be comfortable with providing, with ordering through, whether that's an app or whatever it is. But first things first, we're going to get back to this burger. The key thing, so I'm going to flip the camera over and you're going to take a look at the burger here. So we're getting really nice, we're getting a lot of good sear going on in there and so forth. As you can see, there's really you're not losing any moisture. All that moisture is going right into the burger like I was talking about. So we're going to get our grill flipper here. We're going to get right underneath. There we go, we got a nice little sear going on that burger. I probably could have left it a little longer, but I'm just going to keep talking here. But so here at Bar Hop, I've taken 20-30 minutes and I've sanitized everything in the kitchen. I've got clean hands and so forth and all that jazz. And we are taking this very seriously. And we do understand that people have to eat, and we understand that people, for the most part, are not too excited about going outside. So we're hoping, if you're comfortable, that you're interested in, trying some of our delicious food here. And, we can either have it delivered to you or you can come down and pick it up. So I've got the bun all ready to go here. We got it all buttered up and so forth. I'm just going to bring it over to all of our mise en place. First thing I'm going to do here is throw a little bit of horseradish aioli. So this is some mayonnaise, some horseradish, we got garlic, we got a little bit of Worcester in there, some fresh herbs, some mustard and so forth. And we're going to throw some buttermilk fried crispy onions onto it as well. We're going to get it all nice and ready there. And we're not kidding around with these things, and they are delicious. They're kind of like almost like thin onion rings. So we're gonna get that ready. We're gonna throw on some lettuce and tomato. And if you're still watching this, thank you so much. We're super grateful for you spending a little time with us. And as we continue here, we got the maple soaked pork loin. So we're going to talk about this pork loin a little bit. So this has been sweet pickled for 48 hours and braised with one of our in-house brews. Our brewmaster, Matt Bod, does an excellent job. He really takes farmhouse ales to the next level and things like that. So what we're using for the braise on this pork loin is Space Coyote. It has a little bit of citrus to it. It has notes of there's a bit of hoppiness. So what we do with this pork loin is we rub it with a spice mixture. There's everything from a lot of mustard, garlic powder, a little bit of kosher salt, and celery salt. We rub it down, we score it, we cover it with a little bit of maple syrup as well, because again, we're Canadian and maple syrup is a very versatile flavor ingredient. So we braise it really slow for about 2.5 hours in that liquid. When we're done, we chop it up and put on. We're basically making pimeal from scratch. Again, as a as a nod to that delicious pimeal sandwich from St. Lawrence Market. So what we're going to do is we're going to start heating up our pork loin on the grill. I'm just going to get a little touch of butter here. There we go. Nice thick cut pork loin. What we're also going to do, a really important thing that I'm testing out here as well, is I was using just regular cheddar cheese, but we're going to go for classic American cheese, because for me it's just a superior kind of cheese, and it's, again, just on flat top burgers, it's a real winner. So, if you order it, I would love to hear your feedback and your thoughts on what you think this kind of cheese is like on a burger. All right, we're going to throw that thing down. It's just going to melt. So while all this stuff is going on, I really want to make sure that everybody's staying safe out there and everybody is making the right decisions for their own health. So that means everything from self-isolation, following up with their friends, maybe through video conferencing and all that stuff, to ensure that while we don't get to spend a whole lot of time together, we're at least, we're throwing a line to the people who really do care and people who need to see our faces. And I'm sure you're not excited about seeing my face. You've probably never seen it before, but here I am. So again, I've got the burger on the grill. I've got the pork loin heating up here. These things take anywhere from 10 to 12 minutes, so we can have it ready for you, pretty promptly once you order from us, should you choose to do so. Just gonna find myself some tongs here. And I'm gonna flip this pork loin. We're starting to get some nice melting going on and all that stuff. We're also going to cook some French fries, and I'm going to talk to you about what we do for the process for our French fries. What we do is they're all hand cut, and we brine them in a little bit of water. We rinse off all the starch. We add a touch of vinegar to it to ensure we're grinding it and so forth. But what we're doing, if you're rinsing off all the starch and all that jazz, it'll ensure you're going to have a really crispy French fry. It takes, you cut those potatoes with a little bit of elbow grease and so forth, and if all that starch is rinsed off properly, it'll ensure when you're reheating when you're refrying those potatoes, you're going to get a really crispy, crunchy French fry. If you're not rinsing off the starch, you're going to get these little kind of small, curly, not so crisp French fries. We use russet potatoes. They have a pretty good chew, and what they also do is they add a little bit more sweetness than a Yukon Gold or a Burbank or whatever your options may be. So we got the fries cooking here. We got our burger working, and we're getting close to plating here. All of our burgers are always going to be cooked to 150 degrees. That's medium well. This guy is going to be nice and juicy and so forth. But again, if you look at it, it's really, you're not losing any kind of moisture really at all. You're really just getting all that moisture locked into the burger. And again, so when you bite into it, it's going to be a bit messy. So I do recommend, if maybe 1 or 2 extra napkins. But that's okay. That's what you got to do if you want to enjoy a great burger, right? So I'm just going to check on our French fries here. We're looking pretty good. We're almost ready there. I've got my plate almost ready, and kind of running out of things to say, but you're just going to hopefully keep listening to me while I plate this thing here. So we got some fries, almost ready to go. And again, should you be interested in ordering from us, I do want you to know that we are taking sanitation super seriously, as I've said before. And at the end of the day, this is a time we need to support each other, in my opinion. So whether that means supporting your local business, supporting your local grocer, if there's retail that's still available to you, now's the time to really keep stimulating that economy within our local communities and so forth. And should you choose to do that, we hope you think about Bar Hop. All right, so we got some fries ready to go here. Just gonna really just let the little bit of oil drain off. I think we've all love a good French fry. This is kind of hard to do with one hand, but we'll see how that works. Hey, I got it all in there. Good stuff. Super important when you got your French fries that kosher salt's the way to go, not just that fine little salt. All right, we're gonna get these guys on the plate. All right, where are the tongs? Here we go. I'm making a bit of a mess of my cold table here, but you know what? We're gonna find a way to make this work here. All right, great. Fries on the plate. There we go. Perfect. We're almost ready to plate. If you've stuck through this whole thing, I'm very, very grateful to you. And if not, totally understand. It's probably not the most engaging thing you've ever seen in your life. All right, look at this burger. Look at that thing. It's just, oh yeah, gooey and melty and tons of protein on there. All right, so we're gonna pick this guy up. We're gonna put him on the burger. Not sure how I'm gonna do this with one hand, so let's try to figure this out here. All right, so we'll put that there. Where did the tongs go? Hey, there we go. All right, great. So, there we go. So we got our burger like this. You're just gonna look at me while I'm doing this. All right, so we got this guy here. There's our burger. We got our crispy onions. And I think I'm gonna be able to keep this thing in one spot while I'm doing it. All right, I did it. It's been put together. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, look at that. She's a beast. And you know what? It's a two-fisted burger, and that's all right. And again, I really want to say thank you to everybody for sticking around and so forth and listening to what I have to say. Think about supporting your local business. And here's the burger one more time. There we go. All right, this is Jeff Dennis, executive chef at Bar Hop. And again, thanks for spending some time with me. Cheers.